What's going on, guys? It's Jimbo50 here. Today we're gonna be working on the truck. Now I'm gonna show you how to transform your front end to look nice and clean like this. So this is the final product, and here's the before. I'm gonna be showing you how permanently restore your plastic trim pieces so they're nice, shiny, black again, and get rid of that old bleached out look. So before you do anything else, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. All right, let's go. Yesterday off camera, I went ahead and I repainted the plastic down here because it was really faded and beat up. So you can see how faded and gross this is. We're gonna be fixing that. So there's a lot of treatments you could do like this, Mother's Back to Black, which is pretty good, but it doesn't, I wouldn't say it's a restore. I think it's more of like a maintainer, in my opinion, because it's not gonna get rid of everything. But today I actually applied that to here and it didn't do a good enough job. I did 2 coats. So we're gonna be stripping this down and repainting it. It's really simple to do. It's not that complicated, but I'm gonna be walking you through the steps. And you don't need all that much. So we can have our 2-step cleaners here, are fantastic, which is gonna get through all the dirt and grime and stuff, and then our lacquer thinner, which is gonna melt away any grease and oils and waxes and stuff like that. We're gonna use the paper towels, obviously, to use those, and we have our masking equipment and our Rust-Oleum trim and bumper paint. Rust-Oleum is #1. I love their products. Also, you could use this trick to any vehicle. Use this strategy. It works really, really well. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so now we got this off, we're gonna go put this on the tailgate. So now comes the most important stage of this whole project, which is preparation. So we're gonna be doing a 2-stage cleaner here, okay? We're gonna start with our Fantastic, and that's gonna get all the dirt and grime off, and then we're gonna go over with our lacquer thinner, which is gonna get all the oils and grease and, you know, all those wax treatments and stuff you put on. So you wanna go ahead and give this a good squirt, get that nice and wet, and rub it down like so, okay? All right, so now that we have this whole thing clean, we're gonna go over with the lacquer thinner. So we're gonna take our paper towels, fold it up like this, and you wanna get this pretty wet. And you definitely wanna be wearing gloves for this because this stuff is very toxic and not something good to have on your skin. We're gonna try not to hit the chrome pieces because I don't want the lacquer thinner to dissolve it. So we're gonna go right over the black plastic. And you see already how much stuff that's taken off of. The reason why it's so important to wipe it down with lacquer thinner is to get all the oils off, because if you spray on top of this with all those oils and waxes and everything else on, the paint has nothing to bond to and it will fail. It will not adhere properly. So we really want to make sure this is nice and clean. And even after we go through this once, we're going to go over this a second time just to ensure that every area of the black is oil free. You can see how much it's taking off. All right, so now after you went over it once with the Fantastic and twice with your lacquer thinner, it's time to start masking. Now, originally, the reason why I took the grill off was so I didn't have to cover all this. I thought we'd be able to pop these chrome covers off, but you could see they are kind of pressed in here. So we're gonna be leaving these on and we're gonna work around it because we don't wanna make this any bigger of a project than it has to be. So the easiest way to cover these up is we're gonna take our 2-inch masking tape. This is by 3M, they make the best stuff. And we're just gonna kind of go over it like so. Guys, if you are finding this helpful in any way, any tips that I'm giving you, please hit that thumbs up button. It would help me out tremendously. And consider subscribing to my channel. I'm just gonna kind of press this tape inside here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go around with the razor blade and just kind of trim off right inside there. Just get a nice, clean line. All right, so the key here is you don't want to be spraying this in direct sunlight. So we're gonna put it over here, a couple ladders, and we're gonna do this in the shade, nice and nice. I'm gonna pop these screws out because I don't want them to get all funky. You know what I mean? Picking up what I'm putting down. Goes over there. First coat, we're gonna go light. You don't wanna go too heavy on this because then you'll get runs, you'll never get them out. So here we go. Got the first coat on, so we're gonna let that pack up a little bit. We're gonna go on for the second coat. I think in total we're gonna be doing like 3 coats on here. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and get started on prepping this one up. So step 1, we gotta clean it. Yesterday I just did this with the wax, so we're gonna go right in with the lacquer thinner. And basically our goal here is to remove all the wax that I put on yesterday. This might take a while. We're gonna go around probably, honestly, 3 or 4 times with this, because we got, look at that. I mean, already we gotta make sure all this stuff is off. So I'm gonna go over it here, and while it's still wet, wipe it to get a lot more stuff off. That's what we're gonna do. And we're basically dissolving that wax that I put on. Just like this. Very nice. And you already see the difference. You see how this is still shiny and that's already dull? So we're already making an improvement on that. All right, first pass is done. New rag. So I went around this 3 times with the lacquer thinner to get really clean, and you could see just how bad this actually looks. I mean, this thing is just so old. You can see the difference here before and after, okay? And so this is what the bottom was like, except the bottom was gray, not black, but now it looks nice and clean. Hey guys. Now we got that clean, we're gonna go back and put our second coat on the grill. All right, we got a second coat on. We're gonna let this sit up. We're gonna start masking off the bumper now. So the bumper, really just gonna be covering the lights, the fender, and the chrome. Don't have to worry about any of this, because the only thing you're gonna get on that is a little overspray, and who gives a shit, right? We go on with our paper machine. Now, it doesn't really matter how you mask this off. If you don't have a paper machine, that's okay. You don't need one. You could just be one of those people who just use the newspaper and some masking tape. By all means, go ahead, but that takes forever and it's not for me. So we're just gonna go ahead all over this line. Ah, shite. Shite, Jackie. Come on, you. Just like this. Very nice. Nice and clean. I'll take a break for the masking and put our third final coat on the grill. Now, when spraying, I kind of like to get in the nooks and crannies first and then go over the easy stuff after. This way, it'll lessen the chance of having runs, because you won't overpaint it. And no, I'm not worried about overspray on the truck. But if you are worried, then move your truck. Oh no, 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 don't land. That'll do it, folks. That should be good. So we're gonna let this sit and dry out. Again, you don't want this in direct sun. Looks like we're getting our sun on it, so we're gonna slide it on over the shade. Back to the bumper, back to... These paper machines make life so easy. So I've decided I want to paint the bow tie black as well. So I just kind of cut this part out. Now I'm gonna mask it off and we're gonna hit it with black. So how'd you win your AirPods?
I went to an event that was like sponsored by like the Asian Student Alliance Club.
Mm-hmm.
And all you did was decorate a cupcake and put your name in a raffle.
And you had the best cupcake?
Well,
what is that from?
You know when like you're picking somebody up off the ground? Like if I was like on the ground, you picked me up like this with your hand. And like,
no, that's your problem.
Like that.
You can't do that.
Well,
you gotta
it was
by
with both
forearms.
hands.
Go by the forearms.
No, either way,
Vikings.
I know, but either way, it was with both hands, and like I pulled myself up and I jumped, and I landed on his head.
Oh, wow. And you bit it.
Yeah.
Okay, bow tie is masked. We're gonna go wipe it down with our lacquer thinner. Clean. It is very glossy and shiny, so we're gonna sand this a little. Sand it a little bit. 320. Okay, let's get some paint on that. Now let's get this going on the bumper. I'm running out of paint. Hope we can make it. Running out of paint.
Give me money, I'll go to the hardware store.
Go get me more paint. I think it's at Home Depot. Shite. I hope I have enough. I'll make it work. Oh shit, there's a run. God damn it. Sometimes if you shake it really good, you get more paint. What is that? Is that a hair? Got it. Well, we're done running out of paint, so off to the hardware store we go. All right, back from the store, got some more paints. Let's get this done. I'm losing shade. We're about to be in the sunlight. We don't want sunlight. The grill came out nice. Let's finish up this bumper. So I just got this truck back. I was telling you before, I had a guy install the leveling kit on it. So now it's up more. It's not taking so much of a nosedive. So that's pretty cool. And then I had all the, my exhaust manifolds were leaking. So you get that ticking noise, tick, 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 tick. It's a Chevy thing. And so I had all the bolts replaced because that is not something I want to get involved with doing. Anything else, I'll do myself. I rebuilt the whole front end on this truck. So everything's pretty solid and sturdy. All you gotta do next is brakes. But, you know, overall, it's a good truck. Grinded down the frame and painted it with Port 15. That was pretty cool. Good thing I did that. Now it's all nicey nice. And yeah, I'm gonna do one more coat on this, tear down the masking, and pop her back all together, and we're good. Rust-Oleum is my favorite paint. Please sponsor me, Rust-Oleum. Probably won't, because I only have like 200 subs. All right, final coat's on. Let's break this baby down. See how. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Look at this. Go ahead and get the tape off of here. This thing is looking mighty fine. Come on. Why are you being the way you are? Freaking awesome. I cannot wait to put this on the truck right now. This is nice, very nice. Let's get you back on your truck. All right, so let's see. We have our plowing cables that have to go through while we do this. So I think this one goes up here like this. Come on, get in there. You know what? I'm gonna let this dry. See you in an hour. Gonna get this thing all back together. So the only thing I gotta do, which you probably don't have to do unless you plow with your truck, is I gotta run my plowing wires back through and get those all situated. But you know what? I'm really liking the idea of having this nice and clean. So I honestly think I'm not gonna clip them in until I need to. Let's just tuck these aside, stuff them in there, out of the way. And this way, when comes winter, I will pull them out. Okay, clips are in. You're gonna line that one up. You gotta line all your tabs up. Don't force anything, guys. This is all plastic and you don't wanna break anything. This one goes there. Now we gotta add these guys. Screwdriver driver. Screwdriver driver. Pop, 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 pop. This thing is looking sick already. God dang. Nothing we can't handle here, Jimbo 5-0. So one thing I love about this truck, these old Chevys, everything is so simple to come apart. It's like, you do this, it's a couple tabs and one little bolt, you know? And then I did, what is it, the lights? All you do for the lights is you pull this pin, slide it out, and the light comes out. You really can't get any more simple. And it stays in there too. All right, well that is it. So let's close it up and see the final product. Man, oh man. You know what? Let me polish that chrome real quick. All right, guys, I just got this done. Wrapped up polishing the bumpers and everything. That looks amazing. Came out great. So if you guys have similar issues with your plastics fading like that, consider doing this because it is a permanent fix to it. You know, it stays black. It won't fade. Anyway, that wraps it up for this video. So hit that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe for more videos. I do a lot more with my car and everything like that. So go check those videos out. It's pretty cool. Thanks for watching.